another Freedom Fridays. Happy hour is in full effect. I hope that you have your drink. I'm just making sure we're all connected. Okay, good. So let me tell you what we're talking about today. So I've been on this journey for 10 years. 10 years. It is 2026. I started in 2016, okay? And it's been all about learning to not just heal from burnout, but actually enjoy my life while still continuing to be ambitious. Like I am an ambitious person. It's just is what it is. So to stop being ambitious would mean to stop being me. So how do I been both, do both, or be both? And this has been what we're going to talk about tonight has been the biggest lesson that I honestly never saw coming as I started trying to figure this out. What it comes down to is getting more sleep or just resting is not enough to heal or avoid or like stay out of burnout. It's just not enough, period. So for a while, I was doing what everybody says to do. I was taking days off. I was going slower. I was protecting my peace. But underneath that, I was still overextended. I was still people pleasing. And I was still running on a nervous system that never completely felt safe. Um, and now I've figured so much out. And yet, in this season that I've been talking about over the last couple weeks, I have been so blessed to be stepping into my next glow up season, like my next level up, a new job. My business is shifting, bigger vision, all of these things. And if I want to keep myself out of burnout, I'm learning that even more so, the things that I teach in my program are even more important. And I'm learning them to a new level for myself. And I'm excited to bring you along for that. So, yeah, rest is not enough to heal my burnout or to keep me from burning out again. It, I can go to sleep at 8 and still feel depleted. I can take a weekend off and still wake up exhausted because burnout doesn't happen overnight. It's this slow churn. And because it's a slow churn, our healing doesn't happen overnight either. So thankfully, uh, thankfully, I figured some things out. But let me tell you, I have made so many mistakes on this journey. Um, but tonight, I want to talk about some of the helpful practices and the tools that have helped me make some leaps and bounds in healing my burnout, staying out of burnout, recognizing when I'm falling back into those habits, and pulling myself back out and getting back on track without like ending face flat on the ground. Don't get me wrong, I have been face flat on the ground. I've done plenty of videos about that. Go back and look for the depression videos, the depression series, okay? Um, but I want to share a bit about what has actually shifted things for me, especially as a recovering strong Black woman who is learning how to fully heal and not just heal, but never go back to fall back into burnout. It's a thing. So that's what we're talking about today. But of course, we're going to start with um, our music and then we're going to celebrate our wins. So if you are here and this is the first time you've ever joined us, welcome. It looks like all of my stuff is acting crazy. I hate when that happens. It's not acting crazy. It's just here. Let me get this link and it'll be great. But yeah, if you are new here, take a second and say hello in the chat. Let us know what are you sipping on this evening. I got my cup already ready here, and I've got my my watermelon juice. It's actually a mixture. It's really good. And hopefully, I'm going to get my intro to start. It was just It was just working a second ago. Don't you? I hate when stuff like that happens. Like literally, what's the problem here? What you doing to me? If I can't get it in the next second, then I'm going to go. You know what? Let's do this. Let's see if that fixes it. Yes. Let's do this. I just need to open up another window over there. Copy. Sometimes, there we go. All right, so let me go ahead and get that started. And that'll give us all a second to recalibrate and get ready. And when we come back, we are going to celebrate our wins from the week in just a minute. Thank you. It's actually a dress. It's kind of, I'm glad I got stockings on. It's short. Good to see you, Marissa. Hey, Megan. Hey, Michelle. Yay, we made it. Happy Friday, y'all. Woohoo. Yes, we made it, right? Yes, bring all of that joy, all of those vibes. I'm into it. I love trying getting us together. It's always a good time when we get together. So take a second, think about your wins, get your drink together. Look, let me take a sip. Oh, good. I finished the water. I'm at my water goal today, and I'm about to go hard and with my coconut juice. I hope you got your drink ready too. Yes. I'm excited about this. I made myself drink the water first before I drank the juice. Trying to make myself be good. Okay, let me go ahead and turn that off. All right, welcome, y'all. It's always so good to see you. Um, Marissa said, I'm sipping on water with a splash of balsamic vinegar. Listen, I'm into that because the balsamic vinegar is going to be sweeter than the apple cider vinegar. I used to do the apple cider vinegar with mother. It's been a little while since I've done it, but it's good for you. It's so good for your stomach, for your biome. Megan said, water with balsamic vinegar? That's interesting. It is interesting, but always worth a try. We always got something weird to try. There's something not weird, something unexpected to try. I hope you give it a try. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And while you're getting your drink and all of that stuff, take a second. I would love to hear what wins you're celebrating from this week. And while you are doing that, I am going to start thinking of my wins. Let me see. This week, so I have I'm gonna call it one win because it has, like like the little glow ball on Inside Out. Sometimes there's joy and sadness in the same ball of emotion. Yes, I had one of those. So I met someone that was really nice, and we made a plan. We made plans for a date tomorrow. And then at the last minute, we decided to get together last night because we originally planned to go play pool, but then this other event came up. And so we planned to do that. But we're like, oh, let's still play pool. And then today, found out that he got last minute called into work. So he's not going to be able to come to the event tomorrow. So it's actually a win that we got to get together last night because it was our first time meeting. So I'm glad that we at least got to do that. And we had a lot of fun. I got home late because, I still got to drive an hour and a half after hanging out, but it was a lot of fun. I went home and passed out. I slept good. And oh, that leads me to my second win. I got tomorrow off. And it's not even so much that I'm like, I don't want to that I dislike my job, because that's not it. I actually do like my job. It's just the drive. I'm glad that I don't have to spend 3 hours on the road tomorrow. And honestly, that's not the worst thing in the world either, because I've been reading so many good books, y'all. Where's Tracy at? Because these are books that Tracy would like. It's in that same Asian fantasy genre that we were talking about with what was that show that she told me to watch? And I binged all 3 seasons. Alice in Borderland. That's what it was. It's like it's not that crazy, but it's like in that Asian genre. So it's kind of nice. I've been enjoying the books. They've been really good. So I just realized we haven't seen Tracy. I'm gonna have to send her a message and tell her I was thinking about her today and that we missed her. So yes. So that was two of my wins. My first one was I had a good date last night. It was really nice, and I'm glad we did it last minute because we're not going to be able to. It seems like we're not going to be able to meet tomorrow, which is sad. Um, but yes, so that was one win, and then the second one is that I have tomorrow off. I don't have to drive 3 hours tomorrow, and I'm going to a Lunar New Year festival in Stone Mountain here in Atlanta. So that's what our date was. So he still gave me my ticket so I could go on my own, even though he has to go to work. So I'm still gonna go. It's gonna be a good time. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay. While I said a couple ones, let me see. Megan said, okay, I've done apple cider vinegar before, so balsamic shouldn't be bad. I do like balsamic vinegar. Yeah. If you've done apple cider vinegar, listen, that's way more better than balsamic vinegar. Even though, let me tell you, give me some sour bread, not some sour bread, some sourdough bread with some extra virgin olive oil and some balsamic vinegar mixed in, or even balsamic um, vinegar reduction. Listen, ooh, girl, talk about good. Mm, mm. Got my lips watering already. Let me stop because we start talking about food. Listen. Okay. So yes, try it out, Megan. Let us know. I mean, we already got Marissa vouching for it, so there's a good start. Um, Marissa said it's surprisingly tasty. I read about it as soda alternative. That's interesting. So you mix the balsamic vinegar with soda water. But don't listen to me. I haven't had sugar in months, so my taste buds may be weird now. Listen, that's so impressive that you are going months without sugar. Listen, that's amazing. I was planning to start a fast on Monday, and then I realized that I thought I had paused my food deliveries. And then I got a notification that it's coming on Sunday, and I'm not going to waste my money and I'm not going to waste my food. So I'm going to have to reschedule it, which is kind of sad because I was ready to like get into it and let it be. But yes. So this I'm a little sad, but it's gonna be fine. I'm saying that to say I'm a little jealous that you've been going months without sugar, because fasting and because pretty much what you're doing, you're fasting sugar. I mean, you might have quit sugar, but it's all in the same kind of lane. And I'm ready. My body is ready for that kind of cleanse. So I'm letting that rub off on me. Marissa, I'm gonna get into that. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna feel it. It's gonna be good. Yes, all of that. Oh, thanks, y'all. Y'all know I love when y'all celebrate with me. I know. I was so excited. We had such a fun time. Um, we played pool and I won the first 2 games. Now, let me tell you, I always suggest when I meet someone that our first meeting is a game of pool, because it's kind of like it's kind of flirty, honestly. And I also find that the guy is so intent on winning. I've never gone out and played pool with someone where the man is not like, with all his being, wants to win. And I could truly care less. because I know he's going to dig his own hole. And so I love inviting people to do that for a first date because they want to win so bad and they absolutely never win. And I end up winning the game. It was lovely. And he was like, oh my gosh. And he even brought his own pool cue. And I still won the first two games. He did win the second two games. And then I had to drive to Timbuktu. So we had to cut it short. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So, do y'all have any like fun activities like that that you like to do date night, regardless of whether it's a first date or your partner, husband? I would love to hear. What are your date suggestions? Random question that's coming up today. Isn't that fun? Okay. Yes. So while I'm sharing my wins, don't forget take a second and share your wins in the chat. I would love to celebrate them with you because listen, it's so easy to keep moving on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. And that is one of the practices that I have learned like uh embodies my burnout. Just going on to the next one. So this is a counteraction to that. This is one of the tips to stop doing that. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't write a lot of notes. We're just gonna talk about it today. But yes, this is definitely one of the things. So try to like really start taking time, at least even if you start with like one win a day. Hey, that's a lot. And you'll find yourself seeing more and more wins as you go. But yeah, okay, let me get back on track. We're celebrating wins. Okay. Megan said, Rashidat is a pool shark. Listen, I'm actually pretty decent, but you know what? It's because in high school, I used to go to this after school. It wasn't a program, but it was like one of those places that you could go after school to hang out because there at one point there was nobody else in our house but me and my mom, and then that didn't last very long. But during that time, I just didn't want to be at home by myself, so I would go over to this place. And I remember this one kid was my friend, and we would just play. We would go and play pool every single day, and he would teach me different ways to play the game and how to practice. And so I had some pretty shots, y'all. I didn't get any video of any of it, but I do have a couple. I don't get it all the time, but I do like to play. I do like to play. Yes, yeah, it was fun. Listen, I'm glad y'all supporting my pool tactics. Listen, Megan said bringing his own pool cue sounds so extra. Listen, I was like, good. So here's when he walked up, and he had told me that he had his own cue, and I thought he was just BSing me. When he walked up and he actually had it in his hand, I was like, oh, okay. So I really had prepared myself. Oh, okay, like he's evidently going to be good. I'm not going to win this. But as soon as we start playing, I was like, no. I'm sorry, boo. Here's the biggest trick that I can tell you about pool. Most people think that the way to hit a ball when you play pool is to give it all your force. For Pool is not about blunt force. It's around science and geometry and physics. It's a very scientific game, and force is not always enough. Sometimes more often than not in pool, you overhit the ball. You give it way too much force than it needs, and it that amount of force kicks it off of the direction of what it's going to go. And so as soon as we start playing, I saw that he was a little forceful with it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I got you a game now." Not to say that that made mine better, but it was good to understand his. So that's my little pool tip. If y'all ever want to go out and be a pool shark. Okay, let me see. Megan said, Meg, you are so funny. I was thinking the same thing. I thought it was going to be extra too, but you see, listen, that's like when you get somebody that puff out their chest And you like, oh, okay, you about to be something. And then you hit them one time and they fall over. You're like, womp womp. Okay, he's not watching this because he doesn't know that I do this. But maybe if we last and he sees this video, he might be mad at me because I'm talking crap right now. But either way, it was fun. Okay. Marissa said, "Oh, is this a pool lesson or a life lesson? It's not about force, it's about the listen. Come on, Marissa. Yes and amen, girl. I love the way you just switched that around. Yes. It's very true. It's not about blunt force. It's about the strategy. It's about the planning. It's about taking a step back. I also noticed too that I would take a step back and look at the board way longer than he did. He would just step up and start hitting something, and I'm like, well, what about this and what about that? And I'm paying attention to the people behind me so that no one comes and hits my pool cue. Yeah, it's like okay. And then it was cute. The guy, little old guy next to me said, "Oh, she's taking you for your money." Said it's a good thing we weren't betting. I love it. Okay, Megan said, "I've tried playing pool and I'm trash. My brother had a pool table and I just rolled the balls across the table." That's hilarious. It took a lot of practice, a lot of playing the game. So, one of the ways that my friend in high school, when he used to have me practice, he would have me put two balls at the edge of each pocket. Okay. And that leaves three balls that you put in the same place where you would break. And the goal of this game is that you learn how you hit as many you can keep going until you don't hit a ball in a hole. So you want to get as many balls in the hole as possible. Now here's the thing about force again. Remember, the balls are right at the edge of the pool, at the edge of the hole, edge of the pocket. But if you hit one ball in too hard, you bounce the other ball out and you end up putting it in some place that's less advantageous to get the ball in the hole. And then it makes it harder for you to keep going straight because the best the best ball to hit when you're choosing strategically on the pool table is the one that's closest to the pocket, not the one that's closest to you, the one that's closest to the pocket. And so, yes, playing that. And so it's however many balls on the table, you have to keep going until you get as many balls as possible in the pockets. And then when you don't get them all on the table, you lose, your turn ends and the next person goes. And so it made me practice. It made me practice and practice, and it made me practice looking at the table. I did not intend this to be a pool game conversation, but I'm not mad at it. Like Marissa said, there's life lessons in this too. I love how Jesus can speak through anything and everything. Okay. Michelle said, I was wondering if he knew you were on here talking smack. See? And here's the thing, I'm not really a smack talker, but when I observe, I'm not even trying to talk smack now. It's more that I'm sharing my observations, and yet it is a little smack talky. But yeah, no, he doesn't know I'm on here talking about it now. But I might tell him later. He's angry right now because he has to go to work and he really does not want to go to work. So there's that. So I couldn't even tell him. I couldn't even break the ice. Megan says, now, if we're talking darts, air hockey, or skee ball, then I'm all in. You know what? I like playing darts too. I had a dartboard in college, and it was, what is that? It was an electronic one. And I love that dartboard. Man, I forgot about that. Look at Megan, you bringing out memories. I like some darts. I don't know about air hockey. I would play it, but I don't know if I'm gonna win that. And then skee ball, I don't know about that either, but I would still play. I think I'd be better at skee ball than air hockey. But yes, I love this. I love this so much. Okay. So we were talking about wins and then we got off on pool, but I love it. Again, don't forget if you have any wins, I would love for you to share them in the chat. Okay. And then my third one for the week. So I'm officially out of training at work. And the woman who was training me, she was pretty much like trying to get me up to speed because yesterday was her last day. So pretty much my training ended a week after after or a week before she left. And so it was great. Today we got through our first day without her and we didn't have any issues or debacles. And I take that as a win. Not that I expected it to be like that, but yeah, it's good to just start when you know how when you do training for so long. At some point, you're like, well, just let me do the thing. Stop training me. Just let me try it. And so I'm finally trying it. So that's a win too. Okay. Let me see. Marissa said, "You said it was a great date. So if he's listening, I know he is smiling big and planning to practice." Yes, I received that, and I think he would take it very well. He likes to banter a bit, and I'm like, I'm not really. I don't know how to say it. I have a fine line of what my banter is, and I'm not big on shit talking. Actually, like when I play cards, me and my best friend always play together. We don't talk during the game at all. Like the other players are like, da, 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 and we just let them yep the whole time. And then we kick their ass. But we don't talk. Like we don't get into all of that banter and stuff. So, but that don't mean I won't. But in general, that don't mean I won't jab somebody. Like I won't poke. I will poke just for the fun of it, a little something. So yes, okay. Marissa said skee ball is my favorite. So right now, like other, I guess amusement parks and Dave and Buster's, like I guess that's the new arcade. The best way to go play some skee ball. I haven't played skee ball in a long time. That would be fun too. I'm into it, y'all. I'm into it. I'm into it. That might have to be one of the dates on our list. Um, yeah, I like that idea. I was surprised that he went for the Lunar Festival so easily. I actually just mentioned, oh, I would love to go to this festival. I need to try to go this Saturday because it's coming up on the end of the festival, and if I don't go now, I won't get a chance. And he very sweetly said, "Would you like a plus one?" And I was like, "Oh, I would love a plus one." And so that's how that worked out. So, have y'all ever celebrated Lunar New Year? I know for fashion, we're always affected by it because so many of our factories are in China. But I've never actually celebrated it. So this will be my first time to celebrate and I'm looking forward to it. I think hearing the stuff about the year of the snake and the year of the horse and the year of the fire horse made me even more interested. And so I'm excited to be in the vibes. And I just love Asian culture in general. Um, I love Black culture. I love a lot of culture. But you know what I'm saying? Especially because as much as we talk about ramen, oh, and there's going to be food trucks there, y'all, I can't wait to eat. Mm, yeah, I'm going to be eating. I'm going to have to take pictures. Um, but yeah, so I'm excited for that festival tomorrow. So yes. Okay. Michelle said, I've never celebrated. We'll look forward to your recap. Okay, yay. I'm like, I think this is going to be fun. I've never done it before, but that's the point. I love doing stuff that I've never done and experiencing someone else's culture. Now, there's too many Asian cultures for me to know some words when I get there. I know arigato, which I believe is hello. It's been forever. Gosh, I should know how to say it in Khmer. I can't remember that right now. I should know how to say hello in at least four Asian languages, and I can't think. All I could think of is arigato, which is one. Because I should know. I've been to Japan. I've been to Cambodia. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Malaysia. I've been to the Philippines. And I can't think of how to say it in any of the other ones. And I know how to say it in Khmer. Yeah, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know. That's arigato is best I got. So the reason I was saying that is because when I go to cultural events like this, I love to know at least one or two words, something. At least I'm sorry, hello, and I'm sorry in case I bump in, or excuse me if I bump into somebody, and I don't know. So I'm gonna have to take a second and look it up before I go tomorrow. The event is from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow, and it ends with the laser light show. Oh man, he had the chairs too. Ah. Okay, I had to figure that out. Okay. Michelle said, I think they give out red envelopes with cash. Really? Listen, okay, I ain't mad at that. I hope so. I'll tell you this. I hope it is an adventure. Like I just want it to be memorable. That's how I feel about all of my stuff. Even if it's something crazy. Like my most memorable um well, there's a couple of memorable things that happened in Cambodia. But let me tell you, the first our first weekend in Cambodia, we took a canoe um out to like the wetlands and we got to visit this family. And it was like the 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 father of the woman that we were working with. It was the most beautiful thing. And we started like stepping across these stepping stones and they were like, hey, be careful so that you don't fall in the water. And in the midst of them saying, hey, be careful so you don't fall in the water, guess who fell in the water and was soaked? I fell and I will never forget it. I have pictures of being the only one soaking wet because I was the only one that fell. But it was a great story. So I love it. I remember the granddad being like, what the hell? But it was nice. He was nice. So yeah. Um Megan said, I never celebrated, was never really aware of when it was. I always just heard of the year of the whatever in passing, but never really paid attention. Yes. So Chinese New Year is every February, and I believe the celebrations go from like mid February to the end of February into like the last first weekend in March. That's definitely how they're doing it this year at Stone Mountain, but I'm pretty sure like usually China is shut down for the whole like month of February. Like don't expect much from them during this whole time. So yeah, Chinese Lunar New Year is always in February. Um which is really cool. It's a different calendar, it's a different way. It's worth checking out. It's definitely worth checking out. Hey Tracy, you know we talking about Asian culture. I was just telling them I ain't seen you in a while, and I know that Tracy would love this from Nazar and Alice in Borderland. I feel like she would enjoy coming to the Asian festival with me. So I'm sad that you're not here in Georgia, but I just like, oh, she'd enjoy this conversation. Megan said, I remember the laser shows at Stone Mountain. That's going to be fun, right? I'm so excited. And I'm hoping that it stays like pleasant temperatures. As long as temperature doesn't drop and doesn't rain between now and tomorrow night. Because by this time tomorrow night, I will be there. So hopefully it's all good and it's a good time. So, yes. Michelle said, I love that. I mean, can we shut down all month for Black History Month? Listen, I would love that too, but our president is not about to allow that. If it was up to him, we would work double hours. He's like, oh, bring slavery back for Black History Month. Don't get me started. But listen, Michelle, I would love that. Yes and amen. You know what other country does that too? Italy. In August, though, in August, they all go on vacation at the same time. They all go on holiday at the same time. You're not getting any production. So you guys know I'm working in a luxury factory, a luxury furniture store right now. And they let us know that if we have customers that have any kind of inkling of wanting to order custom Italian pieces, make sure that they get their order in time for it to be done before August, or that they got enough leeway to get it after August. Like that's how intense it is. Because the Italians, but you know what? I lived in Italy, siesta every day. Like I went to this another memorable event. Um, it was called it was called Bella Notte, and it was a like night festival, and everybody wore all white, and they just walked around the city, and we're literally like walking between the Colosseum, the Pantheon, the Fountain de Trevi, the Vatican, like all of these beautiful places, eating ice cream, like chucking it up. It was again another memorable event. I would love to go do some of these things again, but yes, you're not getting anything out of that time because they all shut down. You know, America believes too much in capitalism to have a month where everything shuts down. We would all be happier people if we had a month where America shuts down. Y'all, we can hope. We can always hope. Or maybe we just need to move to one of the countries where everything shuts down for that month. Okay. Tracy said, "Hey Marissa, hey Meg. Sorry for the late participation. Our schedule been messed up, girl. We understand. No judgment over here." Tracy said, "I agree, Michelle. And I wished all of my Asian peeps Happy New Year." Yes, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Exactly. I can't wait to go do it. Yes, thanks, Tracy. Listen, I was just telling the ladies, I just finished training. Listen, it's been 6 weeks in. You see how much this has been a lot of training. But yes, I just finished training. Work is going good. I still very much like it. Like I actually like it. Conversely to the last job that they asked me if I liked it, and you know how you had to politically correct, like you got to give an answer that's kind of nice. I was so glad that I don't have to do that here. Like I genuinely like this job. I just met both of my bosses in person. Neither one of them work in the store. They're remote. Um, so they both have come to visit. So both of those were really good visits. That was really nice. Um, yeah, and today was my first day completely on my own, and no debacles happened. Not to say they won't happen in the future, but they haven't happened today. So I take that as a win because I'm taking all of my wins as I go. And I hope you guys do too. That's another thing to keep out of burnout. Don't wait to celebrate a win. Don't wait until you feel like it's big enough to celebrate. Celebrate these small things. Celebrate I got to the gym 4 times this week. Celebrate that that you meditated like Megan. Celebrate that you went even if it's just one day without sugar, because next thing you know it's going to be as much as Marissa where you've gone months without sugar. Celebrate everything while it's in the process. Don't wait for something big to happen to celebrate it. That is definitely like when I think about, I'm getting a little bit into the topic, but I'm going to come back. When I think about the topic that rest is not enough to heal and stay out of burnout, this is the part that I'm talking about. Yes, sleeping more is good. Yes, the 7 types of rest are good. And doing these preemptive things, like these things on a regular basis, seeing yourself, acknowledging who you are, your identity, your wins, your progress in everything single step is part of what helps to refill and rejuvenate your cup in the midst of also continuing to be this ambitious person. I wish I could turn off being ambitious. That's a lie. The reason it's a lie is because I don't want to wish to stop being me. That was one of the things that God like carved on my heart when he sat back and imagined who he was creating me to be when he spoke the name Rashidat, okay? He knew that I was going to be an ambitious person. Lord, that just gave me goosebumps. He knew that. And so if I was to say that I wish that I stopped being ambitious, that means I'm taking away a part of me. And I don't want to do that. Instead, I want to learn how to have my ambition, but also still be present in my today, be present in my wins, be present in my life and the beauty that's happening right now. And and it looks different in every single season, and continue to evolve in that and being present in it now. So, okay, I got off on a rant. Let me come back. Let me see. Listen, y'all acting up. Megan said, "No, we just need to leave. I think we need to go to Italy." I'm down for it, Megan. I'm good. Listen, wait, yeah, because we ain't trying to wait for America to get their life right. We just gonna get up on out of here. I ain't mad at that. Tracy said, "Girl, I was just talking to my mother yesterday where there was a sense of family. We used to have house parties in our basement, DJ and all. Right. Gosh, I miss that. I don't know when it's been a long, like high school. Oh, Lord. It's been like since 2000 since I went to a house party. Lord have mercy. I did go to a housewarming, but it's like people don't even know. Like, if people feel awkward to invite people over now. And I'm like, man, I don't want it to be like that. When I get my tiny house, yes, it's a tiny house, but I can still have people over. And I intend to have a beautiful outdoor space that invites people over, an outdoor living room, you know? Listen, I agree, Tracy. Listen, we're gonna eat, dance, and be merry, and probably play cards. Tracy said, "Eat, pray, love, eat, love, pray." That's good, y'all. That's good. You like your new job. Thank you, Tracy. I'm really excited for it. Megan said, "For real, Tracy." Marissa said, "Yes, that's a huge win. Yay to having a job you actually enjoy." Yes, right? And for the most part, it really does give me the mental space to be present in still very present in my business. Now, granted, I do need help, but it's not because the job is overbearing. It's just me needing to get help. Like, I already needed help. I needed to do that anyway. So, yes, I'm very grateful. Very, very grateful. Um, yes, okay, Michelle said, "Right, Meg." Tracy said, "Yep." Tracy said, "You are connected to your neighbors." Yeah, right. It's a whole different vibe. Your neighbors, now people aren't your neighbors. They're just the person that lives next door. Like, we rarely know our neighbor's name. I don't know the people that live next to my brother. Honestly, I've never even, I think I might have, I've seen the kids and the mom actually once or twice now that I think of it. But I think I've been there for months now. And most that I've seen them is once. Like, now people come home and they drive directly into their garage. They don't even come outside to get the paper. Like, they're literally not outside in the yard, which is when you used to like stop and say hello. Not anymore. Not anymore. It's very, very different. So, and I don't know. I guess we could make our own opinions of whether that's good or bad. But at the end of the day, if the ones that want that community vibe, if we all move to Italy, I'm not gonna be too worried about what's happening here in America anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay. So today's topic, I had already stepped into it and out of it a couple times. I wanted to talk about how rest is not enough to stay out of burnout or to even heal burnout. And I think it's very timely, just the series and the conversations that we've been talking about in the last couple weeks. I think it is important to normalize, for one, that if you've been trying to just rest more, if you've been trying to get more sleep, if you've been trying to go to bed earlier, if you've been trying to Have better boundaries. If you've been trying to do like all the things that you feel like social media tells you to do to get out of burnout, and it doesn't feel like enough, I get it. Like, man, I I had to quit my job for a year for me to get my energetic cup full enough that I can get to the point of being able to replenish on a regular basis. And now that I had got myself to that point, it still takes a lot of intentionality, not work. It doesn't take a lot of work to do, it takes a lot of intentionality to stay out of burnout. And it comes with this mindset that absolutely nothing is urgent. As long as I don't have blood like running down my arm, it's not urgent. And some of the things that even feel important are not even important. It's really learning to reprioritize. Like yesterday, I should have been at home doing work and I went on a date. I was totally playing hooky. But it also made me recognize that, again, the things that are really important to me, I need to put structures in place to make sure those things that get done without me having to um, give up my life to do it. And that's where I just bought a class on how to use Claude and AI agents to help me get some work done. So some of it'll be done by AI, and then some of the other work will be done where I'll hire somebody. But the point is for me to not take on more responsibility trying to get everything done, because that is another activity that digs us deeper and deeper into burnout. Okay, let me see. Megan said, I purposely wait until there's no people outside before I check my mail. Megan. Megan. I was Megan. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I'm sorry. Megan, you said I purposely. I can't even get over that right now. Right. Okay. Okay, I can't keep sitting here laughing. Megan, I love that and I understand. And yet, but this is the part that takes away the community. It does depend on who your neighbor is, though. Maybe you just that they not your vibe, girl. I can't though. Oh, that made me belly laugh. That was good, Megan. I needed that. That was a really good belly lag. Belly laugh. Okay, let me finish reading what she said. Yes. Purposely wait until there's no people outside. I check my mail. Oh. Uh, that is funny. I'm sorry. I don't even know what else to say to that. I just can't help it. I gotta read something else because I'm gonna keep laughing. We can't spend the next 2 hours just laughing. Okay. I'm sorry. Megan started it. Megan started it. Okay. Tracy said, my husband say I talk too much. Tracy, you're the neighbor that Meg is avoiding. Oh my gosh, I know my neighbors by name. I absolutely love that. There's not many people who can say that anymore. I so love that. During COVID, I met one of them and we forgot it was COVID. and had no mask on, and it was funny as hell seeing us run away from each other. Tracy said, "No, Meg, no." what if there's an emergency? Seriously, um, you're my sister. Uh, she said, "Damn autocorrect." What if you need help? I mean, that is true. Like, especially if you live by yourself, it is good to have your neighbors know you. Um, Wait, what am I story timing about? I was so busy laughing at Megan. I don't even know what I'm story timing about. But yes, it's such a fine line, but it is good to know our neighbors. Megan, I'm gonna be laughing about that later. Oh my gosh. Island Tracy, I figured. Megan's like, I knew you were the friendly one. Tracy said, Rashidat, stop. You had me cracking up. Listen, Megan started it. Marissa said, look, it's good to see you laugh so hard. Y'all, I love a good laugh. And that got me. That was because I wasn't expecting that. um, Tracy said it is. Megan said, I realize the irony of that statement, but you're right. My neighbors are crazy. That's why I want to move. I need new community. Yes, there's a little bit of irony in that statement. Girl, I love it. Tracy said, shut up, Rashidat. I can't help it. I'm trying. Michelle said, LOL, Meg. LOL, Tracy. Tracy, Meg would love me as her sister neighbor. I think she would too. It might take her a little bit. You know how sometimes you make the friends that they hate you at the beginning, but then they can't live without you. It might start like that, but then she would love you. I'm one of those friends. I'm the one that you are like, why does this lady want to be my friend? But now I done got used to her, so I guess she gotta stick around. See, me and Tracy would be fast friends. It would be all good. Out there making friends with people who don't want friends. Like, y'all done got me started. I'm sorry. Okay. Megan said, I'm glad I could make you laugh, Rashidat. I didn't mean to distract you, though. Okay. Oh, Tracy said your date. Yes. Okay, so I talked about it a little bit yesterday. So we had originally planned to go to Stone Mountain for the Lunar New Year tomorrow. There's a whole event. There's light shows. There's a night market. There's like all of this stuff going on. And we were talking yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, we still need to play pool." And he was like, "Well, we could play pool earlier that day." And I was like, "I actually need to do some work, but I'm available tonight." And so that's how we ended up going out last night. It was last minute. He lives closer to work than it does at home, so it was like perfect for me. We met up right after work. We hung out for like an hour and a half. We flirted a lot, had a lot of fun. Um, I laughed a bit, which is good. I've been laughing a lot lately, and I'm loving every bit of it. Yeah, so I like him. He's nice. But it's still new, so you know how that goes. But we were supposed to meet tomorrow, and at the last minute today, his job called him into work in the morning, and he was very, very upset about it. I actually even haven't had a chance to talk to him. But yeah, that's how the date was. It was good, Tracy. Megan said, "I would love to have you as a neighbor, Tracy. All the hugs." Tracy says, "See, I can give you a spoonful of rice or a stew chicken. Listen, can I have more than a spoonful? Listen, can I have a whole bowl? I'll go buy some ingredients to get some rice and stew chicken. Don't play. Don't play now." Marissa said, I have a set of very nosy but kind neighbors. They taught me how to be neighborly. Now I know most of my neighbors by name too. That's super sweet. I do feel like sometimes, especially if you didn't grow up with your parents being that kind of person who does that, you kind of got to have somebody model it for you. And then you're like, oh, I can make this my own. I like this. Like, this is a vibe. I can do this. And do it and you just do it in a way that feels good for you. So I love that, Marissa. I love that a lot. Tracy said, damn, she don't want me. It's okay. No, she said, I would love to have you as a neighbor, Tracy. It was just me giving you a hard time because it was fun. I'm sorry. See, that's where my poking comes from. Because I was saying I'm not really a shit talker because I'm not, but I will do that a little bit, like what I just did with Tracy. Okay. My neighbors want me, Tracy said. I know that's right, girl. Tell them. Now my mother is a nosy neighbor, wouldn't want to live next to her. It does, yeah. Not all neighbors are created equal. That is completely true. Listen, I when I look for land for my tiny house, I got to know who are my neighbors before I sign on any line. Okay? That doesn't mean I'll always be able to control it, but at least when I move in, I have an idea of what I'm getting myself into. Tracy says she flirting. Excuse me. The still new phase. Oh yes, still very new, very new. Tracy, who me? I said I would love you as my neighbor. See, we're all on the same page. I think we would have an amazing. So, ooh, which reminds me, I don't know if I told y'all about this dream, but I've been thinking. Well, I always had this dream that I wanted like a cul-de-sac with all of my favorite people. I don't think I've told you that. Where it's like favorite people number one live here, and we all live in a cul-de-sac. Um, the hard part about that, at least that particular dream, I have none. All of my favorite people are from different seasons and times of my life, so they all know each other. No, they all know of each other, but most of them have never met each other. Like I have five really good best friends, and none of them have met each other because they've. It's just not been. It was like a season in my life where we got really, really close, and we've continued to be close. But then I get close to someone else when I move, but they never end up like overlapping in proximity to become friends as well. So my wedding will be a very interesting because it will be a whole bunch of people who know of each other but don't know each other, which will still be fine. But yes, just a random thought. Okay, let me see. So we talked about our wins. We're supposed to be talking about how um, rest alone is not enough to heal and stay out of burnout. And I mean, I think I've really given you the biggest parts of what I wanted to say about it is that if there's any part of you that feels like I'm behind even when it comes to resting, shame off. Shame off. Dust that off, okay? Um it's because for one, it took you a while to get to that spot, and for two, it's going to take you a while to get out of that spot, and it doesn't happen without a lot of strategy, a lot of intentionality, which is the whole reason why I made my course, because I had to mosey through and like figure it out the hard way, and I don't want anybody else to have to do that. And it comes with a lot of intentionality. It still takes time, even when you do it with me, but it will shortcut it. It will make it easier. You won't feel alone. Um, and it becomes this community of women that we build with together, which I just think is that in itself is amazing. And then you add the freedom that we're getting on top of that and the belly laughs and like, listen, I would love for us all to get together on a retreat and Megan say something like that. While I'm trying to sip my drink, I will have to make sure I don't spit it out, try not to laugh. But like those are the fun times that this is the that I want to see built in the community with this mission, like I said, to help emit like 5,000 Black women, in addition to all of the other people that I get to help as well. So, yes, let me see. Marissa said, I'm amazed at how you maintain so many close friendships. When they're my people, they're my people. And let me tell you, so my best friend from high school, we don't talk as much, but my best friend from college, my first person I met, Rika Smith, her last name is now Stubbs now. We've been friends since 2001. That is now 25 years. It is so crazy to say that. We actually have best friend tattoos together. Um, and we've been through so much together. And we still keep in touch. She's here in Atlanta, so we've hung out since I've been here. Let me see. So you see how it comes with seasons. Like my best friend in high school, and then my best friend in college, and I had two other really close friends, or one other really close friend in college as well. Not as close as Rika, but still really close. We don't see each other as much either, but still talk. Then the next season, I moved to Charlotte, and it's yep, Charlotte the first time, and that best friend, gosh, that was 2006. I'm now the godmother to her children, so we've been friends for 20 years, which is just crazy again to say. So yeah, that's my next one. Those are my closest humans in the whole absolute world. I literally sent them a message today, like, just so you know, while I love Atlanta, I sincerely miss you guys. I wish that they liked Atlanta so that they would all move here because I can't do Charlotte. But man, I wish it's just not the same without them. I love Atlanta and it's not the same without them. So that's my second group of closest humans. Um, then after that would be Philip. Uh, we both worked at Carter's together. Yeah, that's my best friend. And he just helped break. We're friends, never have dated. Well, I don't we never will date. But yeah, God used him to really break so many generational curses off of me around male relationships and friendships. We didn't got off on a whole tangent, so here we go. So that's my what? Am I up to three? Yes, because Rika, Sim, Philip, and then after that is Leah and Alicia. Uh, and they've been my friends since 2018, 2017. No, 2018, 2019, 2019. Um, yeah. So I'm really, really blessed to have some really strong and down to like some of my friends, most of my friends were not big phone talkers, none of us. Um, but we do keep in touch. And then, but like Leah, we literally have something on the calendar. We talk every other week, every other Thursday at 7 p.m. my time. I think it's 7 p.m. my time. I think it's 5 p.m. her time. So yeah, that was a little tangent, but I think they deserve their flowers because they are some of the most important people in my life. When I say I have an amazing support system within them and even people outside of them, I wouldn't be here today without them. I literally would not be. Okay, I'm getting sappy. Let me get off that topic. So, yes, and I think that's actually really important to rest is not enough. That same conversation because you do need people that when you can come to them and say, I don't know what I need, but I know I need help. And for them to be able to sit there with you, it's not even that they need to fix it for you, but just sit there with you while you're figuring it out. There's something about having that kind of presence, again, that just gave me goosebumps. Um, that creates an open heartedness to figure out what it is in that moment. And again, something that I so intentionally am building inside of Jaya with Rashidat. It takes time, it's not going to happen overnight, but that kind of open hearted space to sit in the messy middle with each other is precious, because most of us just want, don't tell me about it until it's over, till you win. I just want to see you succeed. And that's why people think there's so many overnight successes. No, this is 20 years in the making success, 20-year overnight success, 6-year overnight success, 10-year overnight success. These things, you can't just see it at the end and not recognize all of the intentionality that had the ups and downs that had to go into place to make it happen. And I mean, that happens in love, that happens in business, that happens in careers, that happens in relationships, that also happens in your journey to get out of burnout and stay out of burnout, you know? Um, in case you missed my intro at the beginning, this journey of getting out of burnout started in 2016. It is now 2026. Yes, I figured out a lot on the way. And if you, I think I've used this analogy before, like climbing a mountain. You never just climb straight up the mountain. You always got to go around. The roads around the mountain are always that circular, and then little by little, those roads take you closer to the top. Now, here's the interesting thing about that: you pass the same trial and tribulation that was on this line. You pass it every time you take a circle around that mountain. But here's the thing: every time you pass it, you're getting closer to the top. I hope that made sense, because it gets me excited. We feel like when we go through the same thing over and over again, like, oh, I thought I would never be back in burnout. I thought that I would never have to feel like this again. And yet, we also know there's something different about it. Like, we don't feel the same. That's because you've made your way up to the mountain, to a higher level of the mountain. And it takes a little bit more intentionality, which is the other reason why I'm like, I'll give specific practices, and I gave a couple. But the biggest practice, excuse me, around getting out of burnout and staying out of burnout is continuing to pay attention and listen to your body and be intentional about giving yourself what you need rather than bulldozing yourself to keep doing what you think you should do. Mm, because we know we get bogged down by everybody else's shoulds. But don't let yourself get bogged down by your own shoulds. Like, we have to pay attention to the shoulds that we put on ourselves just as much as the shoulds that other people put on us. And that takes a lot of observation and patience and intentionality to get rid of. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. There were a couple specific things, like I said, celebrating your wins. I don't do this every Friday just for the fun of it. Like, yes, for the fun of it. Let me rephrase that. I do it for the fun of it, but I want to do it for the fun of it with intentionality. Like, there is a method to the madness. There's a point to this. This is one of the best starting points to get out and stay out of burnout. And you need to keep doing it. That's why I keep doing it every year. I mean, we're going on 2 years of doing some form of Freedom Fridays. And yes, I have missed weeks here and there, but this is literally a life practice that even when I stop doing it on here, I still want to take once a week where I stop and celebrate my wins, where I get together with my girls and laugh so hard that they be like, girl, I ain't never seen you laugh that hard. Like, yes, I because there's something so beautiful and rejuvenating for this. And this is worth me prioritizing the time, even if I wasn't like, even if this wasn't my business, it's worth that. So, okay. You see, I've been on a rant. I think that's all I have to say. Let me take a sip. Mm, yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's what I got. Um, I hope that uh, I hope that was worth the conversation. And yeah, so now we've celebrated our wins. Ooh, I forgot to do stickers, but that's okay. We're gonna do it right now. That being said, I added in the stickers as another one of those things that reminds us to puff our chests out. We puff our chests out when we accomplish something at work, but I want you to puff your chest out and get excited about your sticker, even when you just rest. That was the whole point of like giving out stickers. And so, um, if you have taken any time this week to prioritize time for yourself, to do something restful and fun that rejuvenates you more than just, yes, I want you to get extra sleep, but actually something that you're like that belly laugh that honestly, that was good. Like I needed that, Megan. Um, yeah, if you've taken some time for rest and fun this week, and it doesn't have to be that, but anything, I want you to think anytime, then you deserve to claim a sticker. Go ahead and put it in the chat, hashtag STICKA. Oh, crap. Let me fix it. And claim your sticker. Listen, let me there we go. I done had to put it up 3 times. um, I would love for you to claim a sticker. So, yeah, if you've taken any time for rest and fun, drop a hashtag sticker in the chat, and I will give you your sticker in the spreadsheet that I'm about to open. Um, Marissa said, yes, you always have pearls of wisdom. Thank you for sharing. Yay! I'm glad it was worth it. Thank you for confirming. I for affirming that, Marissa. I appreciate it. Okay, Marissa says, sticker please. Megan says, sticker please. I love it. Let me go ahead and get my spreadsheet out here and share my screen so we can give out some stickers. I love giving out stickers. It's my favorite time of the week. Listen, what's the day? The 27th. Okay, we got to get some new stickers for next month. Oh, my birthday is in 4 weeks. Counting down. Oh, which reminds me, the guy from the date yesterday, his birthday is March 14th and mine is March 22nd. We're how many days apart? 8 days apart. 8 days apart. It's very interesting. But that makes him a Pisces and I'm a cusp baby Aries. Um, so yes. Okay. Megan, Marissa, Michelle. Stickers are claimed. Let me get it. Get it, get it, get it. Okay, Megan, if you got any more sticker ideas, we're into it. Today we're using the black cat. Okay. Michelle, Megan, Marissa. Did I get everybody? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Okay, I did. And if you are watching on the replay, I would love for you to take a second and drop in the comments hashtag sticker. I will glad you could. I will gladly learn how to talk. I will gladly give you a sticker, and you'll be able to see it on the spreadsheet. And I'll shout you out next week. So you don't have to be present to get a sticker. It's more about you claiming your rest and fun. And I'm just adding icing on top. You already had the cake, boo, for doing the rest and fun. I just added some icing and sprinkles, okay? Yes. Okay. Megan said, "Oh, not y'all being like Megan Clay. Y'all birthdays are a week apart. Who is Megan Clay? Now I got to look it up. I guess we are Meg and Clay. Who's that? Lord have mercy. Oh, A little over 6 months after. Oh, oh, the NBA player. Oh, look at you, Megan. I am terrible with pop culture. Look at that. Oh, listen, they just purchased their first home together. Listen, okay, okay, look at that. But yes, a month apart. No, excuse me, a week apart. 6 days apart. Clay Thompson and Meg the Stallion. I did not know that. Thank you for helping me get caught up on some pop culture because I'm terrible, y'all. I'm the worst. If they ever made me do trivia for $1 million, I'd be like, oh man, unless it's about Disney movies, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna lose. So yes. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst. The absolute worst. Okay, so we gave out some stickers. We celebrated our wins. We talked our talk today. Now it is time to wind down for the weekend. There are three things that we do to wind down every single week. And this first one, if you're new, um, it might hurt your heart to do it. But guess what? It gets easier with time. And I'm not perfect either. I don't do this every single. I do some, but it's not. I'm not inbox zero. Okay. So here's what it is. Take a second and look at all your devices. You know who I have not seen in a while? I have not seen Kina. I'm a speaker into existence. Kina, we thinking about you because we spoke about Tracy earlier, and then she popped on. So we spoke Tracy into existence. Kina, I'm speaking you to into existence. Okay, that was a rabbit. I came back. Squirrel. I'm back. We are you. This first task is to look at all of your devices. Look at your laptop. Look at your iPad. Look at your phone and see how many windows you have open, but not just seeing how many windows you have open, see how many can you close. How many can how much space, how much RAM, how much memory working in the background can you declutter and give yourself mental capacity and mental space to receive the things that you want rather than worrying about things that are not actually bringing you life. And I know you're like, but I need this tab. This was this one thing that I really wanted, but it's been that tab has been open for over a year. Here's what we suggest, okay? Create a document that says all the all the links that I want to come back to. Drop the link in there and then close the document. Okay? Because you'll always be able to find the document. Or create bookmarks. But close down some tabs because just like it says on your computer that it opens up space, it opens up, it declutters just as much space in your mind so that you can receive the things that you want. Okay, so that's step number one. Let me see, how many tabs am I closing? I'm closing this whole thing right here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we're closing 8 tabs, 9 right there. Okay, I got some over here I need to close. I need to figure out. So, yep, I got I'm working on that tomorrow. Okay, so here we're gonna close this. This would be where was I? I think I was at 12. This is 13, 14. Ooh, which means I could close this other one. 15. Listen. Okay. 16. That's 16 Windows 17, 18. Okay, I closed 18 windows on my laptop. Oh, look, 19. Close this one too. Okay, 19 tabs closed on my laptop. My iPad I don't have with me right now, and I can't check my phone. So I'm gonna have to come back to close some more, but that's a great start. If you want to share how many tabs you're closing, we would love to know. And also, if you're not ready to close any tabs, please know. Absolutely no pressure. One of these weeks, you'll be like, listen, I'm ready to close this tab. And before you know it, you'll start closing a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. It took me a good year before I got to closing all of my tabs. And I don't still don't always all close them all. And this is a weekly practice. You open them all up during the week, or I open them all up during the week, and then on Friday I start closing them down. But it's giving yourself that space for even a little bit of time. So you could go into this weekend fully wound down and ready to rest. Megan said, I closed five tabs. Get it, boo. I'm into it. Yes, I love it. Okay. Marissa said, I need to start reflecting each night and writing down wins because I really cannot think of a win. You know what? I get that. For a long time, I had a calendar, and you know how it has the blocks, and I couldn't think of what else to put in it. And I started just writing one win on every one of the calendar days every day, almost like how you would check off a day. And that was enough to really help me get into it. And it took me a little while. I think at first the win was like, I remember to do this. Listen, every win is, no matter the size, is good. And then it got into other wins where I was able to make more space to think of what I wanted to celebrate for the week. So, evolution and everything, there's space for all of it. But yes, writing down the wins during the week is definitely a good practice, even if it's just one a day. But that gives you seven on Friday when we get here, seven to pick from. So one a day is doing a lot. One a day is worth it. So yeah. Okay. So after you close down some tabs, the next thing that we want to do is think about what is your fun activity that you're going to do for your rest time. Um, I already told you my fun activity is going to the lunar happy holiday. Listen, I can't. My brain. I'm also sleeping in tomorrow. That's the other thing I'm doing tomorrow. It's because I'm up at 5 a.m. By this time of day, my body is like, if you don't go take your behind the bed. So I'm excited to sleep in tomorrow. But yes, I'm going to the lunar New Year event. It's because I'm tired. It's definitely because I'm tired. It's not even Mercury. It's not even Mercury in retrograde. It's because my body is saying, go lay down. Okay, so figure out your fun activity. Mine is Lunar New Year. And then figure out your fun meal. My fun meal for this weekend is I'm gonna eat at least two, at least two food trucks tomorrow. So I'm gonna get there at 4 because it starts at 4. The first thing I'm gonna do is find a food truck. And then I'm gonna walk around and do some of the things. And then halfway through, I'm gonna find another food truck at 6. And then I'm gonna walk around some more, and then I'm gonna find another food truck at 8. And then by that time, I think the light show starts at 8, and then it will be over at 9. So that's the fun meal that I'm gonna do this weekend. So if you want to share what's your fun activity and the fun meal that you're gonna have for this weekend, I'd love to hear about it. Listen, you might give the rest of us some ideas, so I'm into it. Okay. Megan said I made tacos, so I still have that to eat this weekend. That sounds good. Listen, is it carne asada? Oh, I love me some carne asada tacos. Can I tell you, I went to Chipotle because they now have chimichurri sauce, but it's red chimichurri. I have never had a red chimichurri sauce. It's usually green and it's usually delightful, like absolutely delightful on a steak. And that one was just spicy. I did not enjoy it. But I doubt I'm not gonna have anything like that at the Asian festival. I don't listen. I'm excited to see because I really want to try a red bean cake. I've heard that it's like sweet but I want to try it. I did go to an Asian bakery last week, and I had Japanese salted bread. It was delicious, and I warmed it up, and it had like a little crisp to it. Amazing, y'all. Amazing. So, if you have any of those like Asian bakeries around, try Japanese salt bread. That would it's good. Okay, Michelle said, I'm hanging out with the park. I'm hanging out at the park tomorrow. Yay. That means it must be warm over there. Is it warm by you? Because it's pretty decent here. And I know you're not that far from me. That sounds lovely. Oh, maybe I should do that on Monday. If it stays warm, because I'm off tomorrow, and then I work on Sunday, and then I'm off Monday and Tuesday. And then I get off work early on Wednesday. Yeah, I might have to add the park to the list, Michelle. I love that. Megan said, I want to see the new Scream movie, but I can't find anyone to go with me. So I'm just going to go after work on Tuesday. $5 tickets and free popcorn. Yes, boo. Yes, and amen. I would not go to the movie to see Scream with you, but yes to $5 movies and free popcorn. Listen, I love that. That's actually a good idea. Maybe I'll go to the movies on Tuesday too. I think I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday as well. Maybe after the doctor's appointment. I got to figure that out. That sounds like a good idea. I love it, Megan. Good plan. Very good plan. Okay. Anything else? Megan said, not carne asada, just regular ground beef. I'm thinking of trying a new meal kit delivery to try save us some groceries and eat some higher quality food. Yes, girl, because I hate going and I never remember to get all the ingredients. People always say that meal kits are more expensive, but if you actually did the math, you'd be surprised. It's closer to what you think. You're just used to. It's not, I know when I go to the grocery store and I spend less, I'm not actually getting a balanced meal because I didn't buy all the food groups that I was supposed to buy. I bought what was tasty to me and then I left. That was as far as I got. Michelle said it'll be much warmer Sunday, but I already had this planned. Oh, really? Okay. That makes sense. Well, that'll still be fun, even if it's not quite as warm. Maybe that'll keep you from sweating if you hate sweating. So, even though I love to sweat. It takes me a while to sweat though. Most people that are like really easy to sweat hate it, but it takes me a long time to sweat. So I don't mind it so much. Yes. Okay. So, all right, y'all. Did we get it all? I think we did. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you spend some time deciding what you want your rest to look like for this upcoming week. I hope that you've taken some time to put it in your calendar or use your post-its and put it on your wall or wherever you're going to see it to remind yourself. And I hope that when that time comes, that you don't skirt around it, that you actually take the time and do the rest that you plan for yourself, knowing that this is one of the routines one of the rest rhythms, shout out to Marissa, that helps you stay out of burnout or heal from burnout and then stay out of burnout. So, yes. As always, yes, Michelle, as always, have a great weekend. As Michelle said, thanks, Rashidat. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Megan. Let me get this playing. Wait, that's the wrong one. You know, I need a producer to help me get on track here. That's okay. Oops. See, I had it right and then I messed it up. There we go. Thanks. Listen, I gotta say everybody. Thanks, Megan. Thanks, Michelle. Oh, Megan said, enjoy Lunar New Year, Rashidat. Have a great week, ladies. See you next Friday. Ditto. Megan just said it all. Thanks, Marissa. Have a good week. Thanks, Tracy. Have a good week, ladies. Michelle, there's so much fun at the park tomorrow. And maybe if you get a chance to go to the park on Sunday, I hope it's even better that day too. Listen, have another good belly laugh. Maybe go back to that point where I just couldn't stop laughing and laugh with me some more. No matter what, I hope y'all have a great weekend. And I'll